Or in the starting soon screen. Wild might be a minute or two late. He got called out to work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we were playing Diablo earlier, and he had to bounce. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, got out of that one.
Everybody doing all right?
Yeah, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, please, are you about to save? No, it's about to enter another stage. I am so sorry. Can you hear it through my mic?
Nope.
Oh, well, that's
No,
good.
but I'm enjoying the commentary at this point. I think it's become a drama.
How's it going, Ella
I wanna
Meltdown?
start streaming it, but I can't because these are fuck. I'm gonna get fucked. This game is awesome. I don't know why I didn't discover it sooner. I really wish it would save. It hasn't saved in like 20 minutes. And I'm like, that's not fun for me.
Can you pause it?
I can pause it, but I don't want to leave it running while it's like, like during the stream. I mean, I guess I technically could.
You've already watched all this, haven't you?
I've watched what?
All the Game Fest.
Yeah, I watched it live. Oh, dude, Xboxes, dude, we should honestly just like say fuck the Game Fest because Game Fest was trash, and Xbox was fucking going ham for no reason. I don't know why they went that hard. Dude, I'm about to be like, I'm a Sony fanboy, but like, yeah, they got the shit out of me.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, like I'm all about PC gaming now and stuff, which is probably why I'm super excited. Oh fuck, he's gonna. Oh. I was thinking shit. I was thinking shit. Oh, God. No, I fucking love this game. This game is awesome.
All right. Oh yeah, the whole like
Sorry,
social media stuff.
I thought I was gonna miss every single little bit of that. Oh, this
It's
game
like a
is awesome.
K-drama. Like, how is this?
Oh, if this battle is not over after this fucking enemy, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Thank you. Please just fucking save so I can get it the fuck out of here.
God bless it.
Still not saved. Oh my god. This is just. Oh,
You're playing on survivor mode, eh?
this is fantastic. This is just fucking fantastic.
All right. So if you guys don't mind, don't ask me to do too much with my keyboard right now, because apparently I'm getting really bad muscle spasms in my left arm and it keeps seizing up.
Ugh.
Like I have every once in a while become like that meme from Scary Movie.
Thank you.
This is my strong arm.
Jesus.
Like that's been a thing. All right, we are muted there, right? Yeah, we're muted there.
What I hate is when, like, I don't know, I get them in my stomach. Like, I get a muscle cramp where, like, I'll get a 3-pack of abs on one side. And I'll be sitting there like, muscle cramp. And then, my wife will be like, what's wrong? And I'll turn around and she'll see it and she'll be like, ah!
So that game's awesome. Sops, I want to talk to you about it too because I feel like you would love it.
Oh yeah.
Hi-Fi
Well
Rush.
now I'm very curious.
Have you played Hi-Fi Rush?
No.
Oh well, you should. I feel like you would enjoy it because it's all about music.
Okay.
It's all about music and beat, and like you have to you don't have to, but
Hi-Fi Rush. I'm not even sure if I've heard of this game.
Really, it was.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty big. It was actually I can't say it was Xbox exclusive. I don't think it was, but I mean it's on Game Pass and other things like that. It was.
Yeah, it is on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
People were praising it. I mean, I can see why now. And it's really fun.
Where
It's
we
like,
It's a rhythm action game.
yeah, so like you have to if you can press the buttons whenever you want, but like you're more effective if you press them to the beat of the music. And everything in
Right.
the world is moving to the beat.
All right. Well, We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Griffcast episode 86, the Mature Nerdy Podcast for Immature People. The show where we talk about any and all things nerds, from video games, comic books, movies, computer technology, and or science. I am your host and King Neckbeard Griffmore. We've got most of the crew with us right now. Wild might be joining us a little bit later. We are kind of going to jump into it. You guys forget the show notes because I apparently typed them all in there wrong. We're on episode 86 and I put in 85. I'll have to go back and edit that. But anyway, it's going to be a pretty simple show for tonight. First, we're going to talk about Earth having a new moon. I don't know if you guys have heard about this yet or not.
It's a quasi-moon, right?
Yeah, it's a quasi-moon. Basically, it's just a very large asteroid that has somehow entered our orbit. And it's going to hang around for about 500 years before it just F's off. But it's apparently, according to the scientists, not big enough to affect our tide system or anything like that. So,
Do you remember how big they did say it was? I don't remember.
it was a fairly decent size.
I thought it was. I mean, when we say fairly decent size, we're talking about like the size of a state. Maybe it's not like.
Yeah.
A fraction.
It's not that big.
Yeah, fraction of the size of the moon. So like when you're talking about like an asteroid size, that like if it were to come into contact with Earth, then yes, it's probably pretty fucking big. But like you said, like to have an effect on like our tridos. What's going on? Why is everybody laughing at me? Who's laughing at me?
We're
I'm
not,
not
You're
laughing
making
at
a-
you. My
you're
wife
laughing
sent me a
at-
message.
he's
It's
making
not
a
you.
face. He's making a face, and I'm speaking right now. Oh my god! Oh, I'm not in the mood.
Like you do this shit to me too. I'll be talking to somebody and you're just like, here, let me send you a meme, and then like I'm talking to somebody and all of a sudden my face just goes. So it just happened to you this time. I'm sorry.
yeah, leave all your sensibilities at the door if you decide to join our Discord and our meme channels.
And I play nice. That's the weird part. Like that's me on a good day.
Yeah, there's memes I send to people personally because they don't belong in public eye.
Yeah, me and Grizz definitely share some memes that should not be.
Yeah, I send him some shit all the time. I'm like, man, I can't put this in the channel. There's no way. But you're gonna love this.
And he's not wrong.
Oh man. All right, so let's we got a new moon that's happening.
I think it's way the fuck out there. I'm trying to look up a little bit. So like
Yeah,
really
it's
tiny,
I think we're in.
tiny, and it's like way the fuck out there.
Yeah, but it's close enough that it's technically in Earth orbit.
Well, I mean, it's gonna revolve around.
Okay, so
the
it's
Earth.
not technically within the Earth orbit. It is still technically orbiting the sun, but it's going to be within proximity. All right, which one, you're going to have to be specific. Which one of us is Babyface?
Dude, this one.
I mean,
Did you even look at me? Did you even look at me? Man, it's all gone. There wasn't much to begin with, but it's all gone.
hold on. This could be a me issue. Let me check. It is totally a me issue.
Well, this thing's 50 feet around. This thing ain't big at all.
Oh, it's that. Oh.
Oh, damn. Okay, the way
It's just.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it would break atmosphere before turning into dust.
Second moon, sort of.
There we go. That was totally a me issue.
What kind of me were you talking about?
I had everybody turned down because when I was in the other channel, for some reason, Rathcon's mic is very, very quiet for me, no matter what I do to turn him up. And anytime anybody else joins the channel, my ears start bleeding. So I got to turn everybody down, and every single person here has come in at some point in time, so I had to turn them all down.
Accurate.
Yeah. So I'll have to get Wild when he comes back in too. Actually, I can go ahead and hit him now. He's in the other channel.
That's exciting. That's exciting. I just thought about it because the United States is selfish. Because we currently have plans to, mine asteroids. And now this one is easily accessible because it's caught in our orbit.
Well, it's not in our orbit. It's in the orbit of the sun. It's just kind of locked with us.
That's stupid. So then it's not even. I guess that's what makes it a quasi-moon. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is locked with our orbit. It's not orbiting us.
Yeah, we're both in the same lane in traffic.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense and very, very rare to happen. With
Yeah.
how
I
big
mean, which is
not only our solar system is, but I guess just the universe in general.
Well, I mean, also consider like how many times has it happened and we haven't been able to see it because we didn't have telescopes or anything like that that could see it.
yeah.
What was I watching? God, I was something. Yeah, I was watching something.
All right.
I'm
So
not gonna talk about it.
the way this is going to work is we're going to like skip through and only stay at the important bits because this thing is an hour and 40 minutes long and nobody wants to be here for that long. I mean, we're going to be here for that long.
Presenting.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing and let's see how far we get. All right. Ooh, right off the bat. All right. I didn't say stop. Why does this look like a Switch game?
You skipped something because they. I think
Oh,
they
this is that new Prince of Persia.
yeah.
Yeah.
They started the show with a banger. I think you skipped it.
This was the first one on there.
I'm pretty sure it opened with something pretty dope. Please humor me and go to the beginning, like the beginning, like 10 seconds in.
Oh my God. There's
Never
nothing
mind,
there.
hold on. No, I see it. I see it now. I see it now. Okay, cool. I thought they like showed a game first in the beginning. That was dope.
Okay, it looks clean, but it's a side scroller.
Mm.
I think that's actually really cool. I think this game is.
Well, it's also a completely different character. It's not actually the Prince of Persia. It's someone else.
Yeah.
Unless they just changed
Well,
his
I mean-
look and they're just doing a different story.
Like when they were
I'm kind of wondering
talking
because
about
this
it,
looks
they were talking
like
about
some of the concept art from the original Assassin's Creed. Do you remember what they did to that?
they were taking well, Assassin's Creed came out because they were trying to make a Prince of Persia game and they decided to make Assassin's Creed instead.
Yeah. They were going to make it the bodyguard of the Prince of Persia, so that's why I'm wondering if they're pulling their old notes back.
I mean,
Maybe.
you're right. I mean, I can't tell if he's supposed to be the prince because I remember like during like the narrative, like he was kind of talking about the prince, and I don't know if he was talking in third person or not.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed this character doesn't seem to have the ability to control time, which is like, kind of a staple feature of the original character.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like he's got his own powers, which is pretty cool, but it makes me think he's not the prince.
And I'm okay with that, but like what you shown me in this game, that's not a $60, $70 game.
Oh, no, I'm not sure if that's what
I don't
it's going to
know,
be in the
so-
first place. Could be, though.
Never know. Ubisoft.
Exactly.
If it,
Oh, Mortal
Okay,
Kombat
sounds-
1. Okay. I heard about these cameo fighters. That actually interested me.
Story gameplay in a Mortal Kombat game.
I hope I remember like when by the time the dude starts talking, it's really funny like when he starts explaining the game. So why is like Sub Zero and Scorpion like kind of like chilling together, like being bros?
They're brothers now.
Shut the fuck up. I was
Yep,
asking.
they're
you.
brothers.
I was watching.
Yeah,
them,
when
and
Liu
they-
Kang
they kept-
remade the universe, he made them brothers.
They had me at Ghost Samurai.
Is that supposed to be Kenshi?
I think so.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I think that might be.
Oh, they went the whole like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 thing where you can like summon other team members in.
Yeah, that's the cameo fighter. So you pick your main fighter, and then you pick a cameo fighter who's in the background. So when you do certain things, your cameo fighter comes and helps you, like throws, super moves, finishers, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, like when you go to do your fatality, the first hit will be your cameo fighter. They'll come in and set you up, and then you'll finish them.
Okay. Oh, there's Baraka. Was that Baraka or Kano?
Kano.
Yeah, it's Kano.
All right, you've got to take a look at this dude. They redesigned Kano. He looks like Agent 47 just walked on set and is looking to kill somebody, and he's pretending to be Kano. I'm not kidding. He's bald, and he looks like Agent 47 with like a Terminator cosplay on his face.
Goro. So is Raiden still one of the gods, or is he like immortal now? Striker, really?
Yeah, Striker.
Jax, without the arms.
Yes. Yeah, Striker is available as a cameo character. I don't know if he's available as a main character.
I'm surprised they're showing all this during a live stream. They're probably just like, this is what's safe for TV and live stream. I can only imagine like what the rest of the fatalities will look like.
See, there he is.
Just...
All right.
So, I mean, you could probably show this guy. Wait, hold on. So, like, one of the creators, he's gonna come out, like, and talk about the game. And as I was watching this, I was like, this dude did not prepare any notes at all. It's kind of like one of the funniest things. And it's just like, and like, whoever like the host is, like, he was just like, come on, man, talk about the game, come on. And he's just like coaxing a little bit. Yeah, like he was just like, I get it, I mean, I'm not like trying to like shit on the guy or anything. I understand. Like, I mean, he would do like a shit ton better than I would, sitting in front of everybody and talking and stuff.
Look at him. Damn it. Every time I see that dude, I'm like, it's Agent 47, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, we're gonna skip ahead here. All right. Oh my God, are you still talking?
Oh, there's a lot of talking in this one. I'm telling you, there's only like 30 minutes worth of content. There's a lot of talking in it.
Okay, so they updated the graphics a little bit. Gameplay's still pretty slow, but it's still big. All right. So the original Path of Exile was the basically the true successor to Diablo 2.
I really like Path of Exile. Like, that's a fun game to me, and you know my issues with Diablo, but I like Path of Exile. Maybe it's just I like the pace better. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a touch slower, but you can, by the end game, everything is so big. Like you're doing just screen clears. Why is there a cybernetic Ryu? Why does he have a gun? What the hell?
It's I don't understand what I'm looking at right here.
I don't know. Now we're gonna.
What the hell?
Oh, there's skins for Exoprimal. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Exoprimal's not even out yet, is it? No, July 14th. Okay. All right. Oh, Nicolas Cage has a cameo in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I would say skip all of that. I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah, he's gonna be a survivor. I was a little disappointed he wasn't gonna be a killer.
Right? They could have done so much.
I'm like, I legitimately would love to see him play a killer because it would be fun. My wife loves playing that game. I want to come upstairs and have her play him, like grab somebody and put him on a hook and like, peach, and just walk off.
Okay. Aesthetically, so far, it's up my alley. Then why'd it get so quiet?
I'm trying to figure this thing out. Like, it looks like
It's like low rent
Dishonored?
remnant. It's like, it looks like medieval remnant.
yeah.
I'm not against it.
I'd like to see more.
Oh, where did my mouse go? I lost my mouse. There it is. All right. Oh, speaking of remnant, here we go.
Is that the Matrix?
That's what I was wondering.
Sentinels in the Matrix?
What it looks like.
Like they're definitely going something weird on this one. I mean, the game was weird anyway, but now they're doing techno weird, which is weird for the franchise, I think. What is all this shit? Like we definitely got like Matrix civilian pod shit's going on.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't know it was like to call them like the towers where they have everyone in. Speaking of the Matrix, I learned that the original plot line was for them not to be batteries, but to be a neural network.
I can see that. That would actually make more sense.
It was, but then I forgot why they changed it. But they're like, oh, people won't probably make sense out of it. So let's just change them to batteries. And that Sonic games look kind of cool. They took it back to being a platformer, but just like a lot better looking.
So this reminds me, have you guys been hearing the news that Sega is got some stuff in the works. They're keeping very under wraps, like potentially hopping back into the console market.
That would be interesting. I wonder if their deal with Nintendo ran out, because I think that's one of the big reasons they got out of it, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to it.
I know the Dreamcast didn't do what they wanted it to, and then after that they got in a deal with Nintendo and stopped making consoles. So I thought that was part of it. But
yeah, but the Dreamcast was out around the same time as the GameCube, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the GameCube was just dominating the market. That's cool. New
it
abilities.
was also competing with the PS1. So
Yeah.
It's really funny when you talk about it like that, because I guess to like statistics or whatever, the GameCube was a terrible console, but everyone loved it. Everyone loved the GameCube, but it sold terribly.
I don't know anybody who had a GameCube who didn't love it.
Yeah, GameCube was, I mean, other than like the little tiny discs and just being weird. Hey man, there's nothing wrong with the GameCube, but I think like statistically it was a failure of a console, which doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, it was the same for the Dreamcast. It didn't do well either.
The Dreamcast,
And it was a good
really
console.
awesome.
Crazy Taxi alone was a reason to buy that damn console.
Dude, you just fucking my entire childhood right there. Just came flashing back. Those two words, Crazy Taxi. Jesus Christ. It's all right. Ooh, can I say that? It's too late now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that time frame was just weird, but I'd like to see someone else enter the console market just to stir it up a little bit.
Right?
I mean, it would be hard with all the underwriting that would be going on with all the games. Like they would have to also have their own development studio to get them off the ground and all that other
Well,
jazz.
Sega, they already have a few. That's the thing. They have the infrastructure for it.
Yeah. Or do they have everything to get a console off the ground? Excuse me. Sorry.
Maybe.
I imagine.
But you got to think that would be a smart thing to do. If you're going to come out with a brand new console in the middle of a console generation, you've got the leg up.
It would have to. Go ahead.
I imagine if Sega contacted you as a studio and be like, "Hey, we have a new console. We want some games." If Sega contacted you to make some games for their new console, you'd probably do it. I feel like they would. They'd be all right.
I wonder if it would
exclusive money.
I wonder if it would be a full-blown console or if it'd be a portable system like the Switch, because
I was thinking as well. Would they try to make something to compete with Xbox and PlayStation, or would they make something to compete with Switch?
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting.
It would be, can they come out with something that is of equal or better quality for a more reasonable price? Like they would have to take a hit on each console to be able to sell them the way they want to. That's the whole reason that the Xbox and the PlayStation are doing so good, is Sony and Microsoft are taking massive hits on the actual developments of the consoles.
It's been like that for years, though.
Yeah.
Ever since the creation of like the first consoles, they take hits on the hardware in producing the hardware and manufacturing the physical consoles and just make it back on.
Yeah, I mean, look at
releases.
Nintendo piloted that. I mean, Jesus, there was a time in the original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo that every TV show, no matter how small or how many seasons it got, had a NES game.
Yeah.
Or a Super NES game.
Well,
Home
also
Improvement had an NES game.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. It's also one of those weird things of that was a weird time because anybody could make a game back then. Like all you needed was a little bit of know-how and a computer, and you could make a console game. Yeah, it's not like today where you have to have full teams for one aspect of an entire game.
Yeah,
Well,
which
I don't
is,
do that. I mean,
we've talked to. You first, go ahead.
I was just going to say, anybody can make a console game. I mean, what? I mean, Engine 5 is out there for anyone to just grab and use and make whatever type of game they want. A buddy I used to work with, he was working on making a game. He was just, taking it slow and just, taking his time. It wasn't going to be anything of great quality, You know, it's not like a AAA game, but I mean, it was something that was passable and playable. He showed me a few cuts of it, and I was like, dude, that's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, it just.
But I mean, we've talked about like AI and stuff to help. I mean, think about back when that stuff was being made, all the pre-rendered assets were there. You just had to kind of glue them together. It was like a sticker book. You know, you could probably get somewhere close to that again if AI could render assets for you. Not do it for you, but like, oh, make me a ship. All right, here's a ship. What do you want to do with it? I'll put it over here.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's happening here. I've actually been in the mood for a JRPG, but I need one that's not done in like dystopian cyberpunk high fantasy. Like I want like just regular old school high fantasy job system.
Xbox. Xbox released 2 or 3 today, or showed off 2 or 3. That looked really dope.
Which that's kind of weird because Xbox has historically had problems selling JRPGs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're exclusives though. They showed off a shit ton of exclusives. I mean, I think 90% were like exclusives, but they showed a few that seemed to be cross-platform.
Well, now that I think about that might have something to do with the fact that the original Xbox and the PS2 were the JRPG heyday, and the original Xbox just stopped getting sold in Japan at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is that French?
No, I think they have a demo available for this. I've been meaning to download it, and I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I really do like the art style.
I'm in love with music right now.
Ooh.
It's definitely, it feels like a, can't think of the name of that damn game now.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, there we go. It feels like BioShock meets Dark Souls.
Were you really thinking of BioShock Infinite? Because that's what I was.
Yeah, I was actually.
And I was like, when they showed that blue hair girl, I was like, oh, look, Elizabeth. It's really fucking creepy.
There we go. Yeah, show some combat.
Really, to me, kind of looks
Being
like
right now.
something between like Dishonored and Bloodborne.
But yeah, very much Bloodborne. It's got the whole gothic vibe.
Hmm.
If you play soundtracks like that the entire time, I will tolerate getting fucking day in and day out.
Well, that'll keep your pulse rate down so you can actually do all those crazy boss moves, you know.
Game Pass, yeah. This should be I think it's going to be a day 1 Game Pass release.
That'd be nice.
Yep, Game Pass.
Xbox showcase today, they're like everything they were showing was a day 1 Game Pass release. I was like, bros, why are you even flashing that screen anymore? We get it now. Every game you're showing is a day 1 Game Pass release. You guys you're gonna Game Pass is. Oh.
The value of Game Pass goes up every single day.
It really does.
Yeah.
I bought games off of that because I'm like, this is a good fucking game. I want this game. Like, I'll go over to Steam and buy it. I bought like 2 games on Xbox, but you know.
What they showed off at their showcase today, don't buy any more games. Don't buy any more games. Just get Game Pass. You don't need to. You don't need to buy any more games. Steam is about to die. just get Game Pass and you'll be fine.
You know, that's actually something interesting. Is that a route that Steam could take? Is switch to a subscription model? I don't know. Their library's too big, though. I think their library's too big.
Their library is way too massive. Yeah.
Like they would have to. It'd be
That's
interesting.
the downside of like a subscription model, because like you can't have every game on there. You gotta like,
Yeah.
you gotta rotate them.
Like Game Pass, they could be like, hey, every exclusive game will be on here. So, and PlayStation's going to do something similar at some point in time. I see it. Like most of their exclusives are on their bigger packages.
Yeah, we should talk about this more like next week during the showcase. But I think
Yeah.
Sony was like that. They're like, oh, there's no way you can support that model having your AAA exclusive titles on the Game Pass, and all of a sudden they're just like, we're thinking about it now. We're thinking about it now. Because I looked at it like, I think Xbox Game Pass has to be like, they were at 25 million subscribers in the end of 2022. They might be like 30 million now.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, you have to consider Game Pass's model. They are doing an excellent job. You want to play the game? Here's the game. Here you go. Oh, you want all the extra content? Well, you better buy it, unlike everybody else who already bought the game. So you can play the game for free on your Game Pass, but all the goodies you have to pay for. So it's an enticement. You know what I mean?
It is, and it's a very good way to do it too, especially for people who are subjective to buying cosmetics. Like, if I see a skin I want, I'm going to buy it. Oh, I have to own the full game to do it? Okay, I'm buying the full game. Like, it's a pretty
I
good way
get
to
in
do it.
moods like that, but I'm like, I gotta watch. Don't do that. Don't spend no money on this. But I'll go grind my butt off for like 8 hours for a hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely know what you mean on that one. Remember, I'm a Diablo player.
We both played WoW for how long?
Yeah. Yeah, I gave it up after 16 years. It's still going.
Yeah, this has been the first expansion I haven't touched at all.
Yeah, me too.
Mop almost got me. I didn't touch it till like almost the end, but
Okay, why does everything seem so familiar in this?
oh, it's made by Akira Toriyama. So what do you expect?
Okay.
So this is just, Dragon Ball, the other universe. Because he does have a very distinctive style.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's like... I don't understand what the game's supposed to be, though. Is it a
Looks like
open world RPG? Is it a tank? Is it, is it a tank battler?
It's Tatooine.
I have no idea. All right, lots of talking, skipping ahead. Ooh, that's a...
NC Soft. Oh.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't have the experience with NCSoft, they are very much a Korean style pay to win company.
Yeah, they churn out MMOs. They don't make an MMO to support. They just keep making them.
Yeah. They've had a couple of good ones and they've got their own teams.
But it's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
And it's not like all their games have a bunch of bad stuff in them. There's some good ideas there. It's just something limits them from making it better. And I think it's generally just, we want more money.
Or that, or they lock everything behind paywalls. I mean, that's the same thing, but what the hell? That was kind of cool.
And see, that's the thing about like NC Soft games. I know all the cool shit you do is in a cutscene.
Well, a lot of times it's they have a lot of really good, like one of the no, that was Perfect World. One of the Perfect World MMOs nailed the iconic dwarves better than any other MMO out there that I've ever played. Okay, instead of having a flying mount, everybody just turns into a bird. So there's skins. In 2 years, everybody will be a dragon flying around. It looks pretty. I'm cautious on it. I mean, it's free to play, so yeah, you can at least try it. Beta test available. Another thing, though, is they don't answer, is it going to be cross-platform?
He did. It's a PC, Xbox, and PS5.
It's on everything, but is it cross-play?
See what you said.
I'm going to completely lose audio. I guess this would be why they didn't even tag it in the freaking video. All right.
Well, it's just a cinematic anyway, so.
Yeah. You know, we still need to get this damn game.
What the hell is this?
We need to get this and stream it.
Stream is playing it. I'm down.
This game looks so ridiculous. Is that September 20th?
It's not even out yet. What are you talking about?
We got till September. All right.
Okay, so it's Animal Skin Fall Guys. Okay.
Crash Team Rumble? Was that like Crash Bandicoot Team Rumble?
So I'm curious. We're going to keep this rolling for a second because there's some other stuff coming up here in this section. And I can't really go second by second here.
Yeah.
This is one of those issues. This is a show issue. I'm sitting here going, what am I doing? It's not me. Oh, it's Overwatch with Crash Bandicoot characters. Oh, it's a Game Pass commercial. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What is this? Oh, this will be interesting. All right. It's in a couple seconds.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Grab your control. This isn't. Is this Game Pass?
Yeah.
'Cause it's got a purple background. No, yeah.
Same thing.
Samsung.
Okay. It looks like it was tied with Game Pass.
Yeah, the Samsung Gaming Hub, they're making TVs that can actually just run Game Pass. So you can buy a brand new, expensive as hell Samsung TV and do all your Game Pass from it.
That's actually pretty cool.
I think it's probably just streaming. What is that? GeForce Now? Yeah. GeForce Now, PlayStation Now, streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope that they figured out a way to make it so it's easier on your internet or requires less internet.
Yeah.
All right, so we got people talking. Give us trailers.
Yeah, he talked for a good amount of time. Right there was good.
Every time I see that dude, I'm like, hey, what's Max Payne doing here?
Really wish Wild was here. Because Wild would just be going, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Like, he get out of his chair, go to the other room, like, I gotta go to the bathroom, man. I'll be back.
I don't even think anything like terrifying happens. Oh.
It looks like a mood, but it really does look like a nice Alan Wake follow-up. I'm gonna give it that.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this. Like I saw this just even this section right here. I was just like, and I bought it. I already bought it.
I mean, the first Alan Wake was so good.
I tried playing it. They had it on Game Pass, and I was able to play it. And I tried to play it, but like I didn't get far through it. It's one of those. I guess
It's dated a little bit now, but
yeah. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to find a good word for it, but yeah, it's just dated, so I couldn't do it. And I feel bad. For not.
well, a
being
lot
able
of
to do
the scarier games that you've gotten now have aped off of Alan Wake. So this isn't new shit anymore.
If Rob was here, this would be the moment where he got up and left. As soon as he like busted the window.
Oh, gotta use a taser too. Shit.
Yeah, she has like a flare gun and a pistol, and then I guess a taser too. Yeah, that was dope right there. Like that part where they did in the trailer, she's just like hip firing. I was like, oh shit, that's dope. That was dope.
Better watch out for more of those. You low on ammo there.
What are you doing? You've been to a horror movie before. Turn around and decapitate him before you leave, lady.
Right, he took a shit ton of rounds. He took a lot of rounds.
You take more than 4 bullets, I'm taking your head off after you go down. I'm sorry.
Keep in mind to interact with all that stuff. I'm looking at that. I'm like, you need to interact with all that shit. That shotgun on the wall. You need to grab that bitch before you go over here and do exactly that. Because now you're done. Enter cutscene. Can never return ever again.
Oh man, good time to jump in.
You are 2 minutes too late.
Yeah.
No.
We were just lamenting your loss, man.
God, man, your ears must have been burning hard as fuck.
Oh man.
We were watching Alan Wake.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, this is right. Yeah.
All right. I made it. What is that, Grizz? Oh, nice.
Let's get it.
Bye.
I've already bought it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. $70 down the drain immediately as soon as I see it. Just like, all right, cool.
Co-op
Yes.
campaign?
I saw what they were selling the collector's edition for, and I was like, I ain't paying that, but I want that statue.
This is that's like 1,000% up my alley. I have no idea what. I don't know shit about Warhammer 4K, 40K.
Okay. So did you play the first one? All right. So, all right, I'm going to Warhammer lore a minute. So, you have Space Marines, who are the biggest, baddest, 10-foot tall killing machines in the universe, right? And then later, somebody was like, oh, I found a way to fix it, so they made meaner ones. They made Ultra Super Marines or some shit. And the other ones were like, well, how do we do this? Like, why are we now inferior? We've been guarding the galaxy this long. And they're like, well, we've got this thing we can do. Maybe you can become the new... What's this? So the character from the first game went through that process and became, like, the biggest and baddest. So that's where this game starts. You actually are a more powerful creature when you even start the game than you were in the last one.
You're version 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like Superman on too much yellow sun. That's kind of what it's like. Hey, here's your JRPG.
Why do I get Oregon trails from this?
I was kind of thinking like low res Bannerlord.
My cabbages. Coming to everything but PlayStation. Wait, what? They couldn't match the audio up to the picture, right? Huh?
Yeah, I think it is. I think this one is a little bit off, actually.
I've already bought it.
I don't buy Left 4 Dead's.
Nah. You gonna let me kill zombies while playing Bon Jovi at maximum volume? I'm sold. I'm a simple man. I have simple tastes.
Dude, you know, like I think I've definitely mentioned this before, but like somehow we don't talk about Focus Entertainment enough. Focus Entertainment is putting out some fucking bangers in the last couple of years. They have put out a shit ton of games, and a lot of them have been just fucking bangers.
All right.
And they are still just paving the way. Like Space Marine 2, that's Focus.
All right, can we skip Baldur's Gate 3? We've watched a lot on Baldur's Gate 3 already.
Yeah, and just please skip that.
All right, Spider-Man 2 Venom, can we skip that?
I don't remember
Okay.
that at all. Like, just go ahead, punch in there look a little bit. Just like. Yeah, he's just talking about. Yeah, it's just talking.
All right, this is something that I want to see.
That's right. They just talked about it and they gave a date.
I have, ever since I heard about this, I've been down to try this. It just looks so freaking ridiculously fun. Like, it is a straight up Pokemon ripoff.
Was that Gyarados?
I was gonna say, like, this looks like a legit, like, rip. Oh, is that Pikachu?
Woo! Let's go! setting up defensive positions and shit. Let's go.
Your digital dogfighting now comes with rocket launchers. What the hell?
All right, this looks like it's getting a lot more support than it used to. Like, this looks a lot more polished from when they announced this last year. Like, tell me that's not Lapras.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't
Raichu,
know Pokemon. I don't know
not
none of
the
this shit.
minigun. That was yes. Yep.
Like, I don't know if I want to pay $70 for that game, but I want to play that game. Did he say expansion for Black Desert Online?
I think so. Maybe. I feel like Black Desert got some. That doesn't look like Black Desert. Does that look like Black Desert? Why don't you hover over it and just see if it says Black Desert? And it does. It's not Black. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it is.
All right, so that's out in 3 days. Is this a?
It's just a building game. It's not.
You got to be kidding me.
I mean, I know there's a lot
Minecraft
of.
3.0.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that like out there and that like that kind of thing, but I was disappointed.
Like, give me a dwarven survival game all day long, but like, I don't want to play Minecraft.
Lord of the Rings is the new Star Wars, where we have a large string of just stupid games that make no sense. I guess, I mean, it doesn't that make sense. It's just
Now, back on the original Xbox, there was a Lord of the Rings RPG. I'd rather play that again than this.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, all right, we're skipping. Never mind.
Ooh, Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay, I remember this one. They announced this last Gamescom.
yeah, they announced this at the Game Awards, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this looks dope. Because like, they give it a little bit more detail. So like, you're playing in like 2 different times. I think, like the guy, when you play as a guy, you're in the future or present. It depends on who you start as, I guess. But he is one timeline, and she is another. She's in the past. It looks fucking dope.
So wait, you're playing in the present and in the past at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Xbox just released a game like that, like a year and a half ago? It was kind of like that.
Now there was a remaster of an old game.
Was it like where you were playing as the woman? Like she's like in a ghost world and like the real world at the same time.
Oh no, okay, something else. I was thinking of something else. There was an old game back on, I want to say PS2, where you play through different timelines. It's like the same story across different timelines. Do we need to talk about Like a Dragon?
No.
No, it's just another Yakuza game.
Under the Waves. What is this?
Medium. That's what it's called. It was called Medium.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Big in the headgear though.
I like it.
I don't like deep sea.
I'm terrified of the ocean. Terrified of the ocean, like what like lies within it, and like not being able to see it, but like exploring the ocean and the unknown. I think it's kind of cool. It's really cool because you can.
I used to be a trainer, and I used to do VR demos during the training. And my favorite VR thing to do was to put people in like an underwater thing where they could swim. And I'd be like, no, come here, you get to play with fish. And like, you get to for like 2 or 3 minutes, and the shark shows up. And I just invariably liked screwing with people when the shark showed up because
skip,
Oh,
skip.
Custom Porsche Xbox. Now we're good. Fae Farm.
This is exciting news for PC players. Sorry, I guess that was
Marvel Snap. All right, we can keep that. Skip that. Let's see. We got King Arthur Legends Rise.
I don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to like knock like games for anything, but like, he said exciting news for PC players when that looks like a Nintendo DS game.
It's exactly what it looked like.
Is that Sauron? Sauron? Yeah, there we go, Sauron.
a knight, a rogue, and a sorcerer.
Is this the JRPG I've been looking for? Never mind. Okay, so I signed an NDA, but I'm going to say this.
About the game.
Huh?
Wait, you actually signed an NDA for something?
Yeah, I signed an NDA for Wayfinder. I did get to play the demo or the beta, but it was so overly watermarked that it was visually unplayable. Like the entire screen had nothing but just watermarks all over it, which I understand, but at the same time, it was, like I said, it was visually unplayable. Like it hurt my eyes to play because my eyes couldn't focus on any part of the screen. Mm-hmm. But the parts that I did get to play were actually very enjoyable.
Can I say something super quick?
Yeah.
I feel like starting a sentence with "I signed an NDA" is somehow going to end up with you violating the NDA.
Yeah. But like, I don't see this getting that far. So,
I mean, you didn't,
and I didn't spoil anything. I didn't reveal anything. And
I mean, yeah.
Well, NDAs usually, because I've had to sign a few, are very specific about what you can and can't say. If they say you can't say crap, they'll say you can't say crap.
Yeah. But it was more or less you couldn't share gameplay or footage of it. Mm-hmm. Was my biggest takeaway, but it was fun. Excuse me.
So you like the game other than, all the watermarks saying that don't share this game.
Yeah. The start of the story was very close to the Rift MMO. Thanks for life, Crimson Wolf. Yeah, thanks for the like, Crimson Wolf. Don't know if you guys heard that or not.
Oh yeah.
And then
I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna pause this real I'm gonna pause it real quick. All right, so it is a free-to-play game, by the way. So I don't know how they're planning on making money with it, but it was fun for what it was.
You talking about Fortnite?
Wayfinder.
Fortnite's been. I know. I'm just messing with you, bud. I'm sorry.
Call of Duty and Fortnite had a baby.
Wait, what?
There's a it's a they actually put in a section where you can actually kind of like
Huh. Okay.
they pretty much made like a Call of Duty Fortnite. It's actually pretty dope.
It's like the Unreal Engine 5 update because it just looks a shit ton better, right?
Yeah.
You had me at time shift and hack and slash. Ooh.
And you lost me at side scroller.
Hold on. Hold on. We don't know. It could just be a cutscene. I don't remember this at all. Oh, that's right. I had already left out of this. She's gorgeous. She's not my favorite. So no, yeah. See, not a side
okay.
scroller.
Okay.
See. She can rewind time.
That's interesting.
It's
Okay.
roguelike. By rewind time, I assume they mean whenever you die.
No, it looks like you rewind time and your past self continues doing what it was already doing. So you can take multiple pathways of the mission.
Now. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's dope. Oh, you had me.
Oh.
This is a better Prince of Persia game than the Prince of Persia game we watched earlier.
Rewind time, it kind of seems like Prince of Persia. You know, especially with her.
Yeah, so you
Like, this is a neat concept for a game.
You can skip that. We've seen that. I've seen. Or keep with it, or yeah. This is the fantasy BioShock game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, didn't we watched this one
Yeah.
before, didn't we?
Yeah, we've seen it a few times.
We did.
Oh, wait, here we go. It looks like this is the finale.
Yeah. Because he teased. If you watch like the full thing, like he teases like Final Fantasy VII like at a few points. And he's just like, no, I'm not talking about Final Fantasy VII new game.
That's where that meme came from. That I cannot talk about on stream, and I will show you later.
Oh, God, what just happened? What the hell just...
Fucked it. This one looks a lot more open world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have room to branch out now because they don't have to like make you think they're following the old story.
Because we know they're not.
Did he say Midgard?
Midgar.
Is Thor gonna show up?
Uh-oh. I'm bringing that, bro. Yo, they put the black version of Neo in the game.
I was gonna say that was
That's
that
rude.
was common. That was common. Andrew Tate.
Yo,
the baby.
they put. Oh dang! All I can
Combo
hear is
attacks?
combo breaker.
Nice.
If I try to do that, I'm gonna break the microphone.
Two disc. Especially that's gonna be like at least 300 gig.
Fucking right. And they're still
What?
putting on like Blu-ray discs. You know how fucking big a Blu-ray disc is? And how much
It's gonna
it
be
can
at
hold?
least 300 gig for PC.
Yeah. So
In 2 discs.
all right.
Stupid.
As good as that look and as excited as I am for it, I am going to be skipping it. Final Fantasy VII was hands down my favorite game of all time. The OG from '97. It was at a period of my life where that's the only video game I had, and I put easily 1,000 hours into it. And while that looks great, the remake didn't live up to my expectations, but I'm also very picky about that. Was it good? Yes, it was good. But at the same time, we have waited almost 5 years for part 2. Yeah,
I actually
it was.
forgot how long it's been.
Actually, yeah, you actually may be right. Yeah, you may
So
be right.
if 4 to 5 years,
Well-
we'll say 4 to 5 years for part 2, which means it'll be another 4 to 5 years for part 3, and then another 4 to 5 years for part 4 if they end up doing 4 chapters.
Got it. Sorry, I didn't mean to react like that. That was a.
So it's going to be. I am waiting for the whole thing to come out before I go back to it.
They're turning this into 4. I remember when they said they was going to turn it. It was going to be 2 parts, and then you and I talked about it, and you was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to turn it into 3." So I was like, "Okay, they're going to turn it into 3 parts." Now it's 4 parts.
So right there, all they showed was Nibelheim and Cosmo Canyon.
None of that makes any sense to me, but I understand.
Okay, so that's just
Okay, so
two areas.
They just don't want to give the whole game away. So what?
Okay, that's just 2 of the high pinnacle areas, and they still need to do. I can't remember the name of that port town. There's one there that has one of the Shinra mecha reactors, and then there's there's so much there. Like they haven't even covered the first half of the first continent yet. So I'm like, I need to see this is the final chapter before I buy all of it.
Haha. Final Fantasy remake. Final Fantasy VII remake was 2020. It's been 3 years.
Okay, 3 years. All right, so still, we're still talking about another 3 years before it's finished. If they do it in 3
I
parts.
watched the trailer and like it had me, and I was like, I didn't. I'm the exact opposite of you. I did not like 7 when it first came out.
Mhm.
It just the story took too long to pick up for me. Like that was the thing
Fair
that
enough.
killed me. So by the time you get into the first disc, I was like, okay, is the story gonna happen? Like I wasn't invested in the part,
Gotcha.
so I was like, maybe I should just stop playing.
What?
Where Aerith dies, she died, and I was like, okay, I don't give a shit.
What you got, TCP?
Final Fantasy VII remake 1 was 2-discer.
No.
No,
Oh, you're talking about the first.
Oh no, the original Final Fantasy
the
VII
very
was
first one
3 discs.
back in the 90s.
Yeah, it was 3 discs. Yeah. Final Fantasy VIII was 4. Final Fantasy 9, I think, got back down to 3.
Yeah.
I played Final Fantasy 10, and that was like, is that one disc?
Yeah, but that was on the PS2.
Yeah.
It's still like the same amount of media though, because they were still using CDs.
PS2, they started using DVDs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Also, Blu-rays don't hold as much as I thought they do. Depends on how many layers they have to the Blu-ray disc. But then, even still, I guess you can't do that.
Yeah. But like when the remake came out, I still haven't beat it. Like I've been playing it a little bit here and there, and I've enjoyed it. But I've been screwing around with mods, so like I've made Cloud look like all kinds of stupid shit.
That came out on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it came out on PC.
I got it on PC for a really cheap deal, and that's when I bought it. And I was like, oh well, the new one's coming out in like a year. I'll play this one now. It's fine.
You know what I thought? I thought about getting the PC version just so I could play with an Xbox controller.
I've been doing.
I bought the remake thinking it was going to be the full game, not even knowing it was going to be like a 2-parter or a 3-parter or a 4-parter. So like, when what's her name didn't die, I was like, wait,
yeah,
this is like the most famous thing. Why is she not dead?
Well, not only that, like the way that the first one ended, I know they did a DLC for it. They did like a part 1.5 DLC where they gave you the Yuffie story. And Yuffie is the most annoying character in just about every franchise I can think of. Like, I hate that character with a fucking passion. I hated that character with a passion before I ever heard her voiced. And then like Advent Children came out and they voiced her and I'm like, yeah, you sound as annoying as I thought you were. But, you know,
just look annoying.
Like, I mean, the first time you meet the character, she comes up and she steals all your shit. And then you gotta go chase her down to get it all back and do an entire freaking side mission through an entire another city or town, really, to get all your shit back. And I'm just like, God damn it. It was cool the first time because like it was a whole side story. I skipped it every single time. The only time I did it was during my 100% completion playthrough, where I got absolutely every possible item in the entire game. So the only thing I haven't been able to do in the OG Final Fantasy VII was beat Ruby Weapon. I beat Emerald Weapon, but I beat it because of pure luck. I could set up combos that took 45 minutes, put my controller down, you know, go use the restroom, come back, and hope it's still going.
Wait a minute. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You can set up combos that take 45 minutes?
Yep.
What game is this?
Final Fantasy VII, the original JRPG.
And because it's turn-based, you set up... You're able to automate
Yeah, you can just
that?
keep picking your turns, and it'll just go in order whatever you picked.
Yeah, so what you did is you did Quadra Magic, Quadra Summon, Knights of the Round. Knights of the Round has the longest animation, and it's also the hardest hitting summon. And Quadra Magic, Quadra Summon, Knights of the Round, you summoned it 12 times in a row, and then you had your other two characters hold the Mimic Materia, which then copied what the last person did. So by the time that the round is over, you have summoned Knights of the Round... I don't know what, 24 times. And it's like a 2.5 minute animation.
And you're causing damage the entire time to the...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep. And then that particular boss had a thing where it would wipe your entire team if you didn't have a failsafe. And the failsafe was 100% RNG based, meaning it happened randomly. And you have to get lucky with the proc. There's a materia called Final Attack, and you combined it with the revive material, or sorry, Final Attack, revive, and all. So that way, when your entire party team got wiped, the character that had the Final Attack, revive, all would stand back up, revive the entire team, and you'd start back over. Like there was just stupid combos that you could do like that. But you had, here's the funny part though, is to be... The reward for beating that was to get a gold chocobo, but in order to beat it, you had to get a gold chocobo. So you had to go get a gold chocobar the hard way by breeding and racing them and working your way up. And once you got it, you went and finally got the nice and round material, which is on a tiny little cave in the middle of the ocean. And you just run up in it, you get it, and then you come back and you beat the boss, and then it gives you a gold chocobo for beating it. Yeah.
I got the good ending in Final Fantasy X2. Do you know what that requires?
I couldn't make it through the first 20 minutes of that game.
You have to talk to everything.
Oh God.
Everything.
I think I remember
The
reading
dogs.
that. I think I remember reading that. Yeah. And that was so bad. It was like Power Rangers meets Powerpuff Girls.
I liked the combat system, so like that wasn't the thing that killed me. Like I didn't like the fact that you got 3 people at the start and that's your entire party. Like that was jarring to me. But the actual combat system, I was down because you could weave all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah. The combo system was pretty tight, but it was the aesthetic and the target audience was not me. But that's just me personally. Anyway. Anybody got anything to add on top of any of that? We good? Yeah, I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer on that. I mean, like I am thoroughly excited to play the next part of Final Fantasy VII. I am just going to wait for the whole thing
My
to
worry
be.
about seeing the trailer is like, did they just kill like, oh, we're now going to kill Tifa in part 2 instead? And I'm like,
Well, see,
if you're just going to do that,
they did that in the original. They just never. She wasn't killed. She was just injured. Yeah.
Injured is a better word.
So I'm kind of curious on what they're going to do with that because, you know, are they adding her into the conspiracy behind Cloud? Because Cloud, while he was a member of the elite squad, he wasn't on the same tier as Sephiroth and Zack, and he became Zack's best friend, and he imprinted Zack onto himself, and he basically became Zack. And that was after he had a traumatic experience, and Zack died, and Zack was the original bearer of the Buster Sword, which is where Cloud got it because he was there when Zack died. I don't know. Lots of different ways they could take that. I'm curious to see, you know, before I go too far neckbeard on this. Like I said, I'm excited for it all. It's just, I'm going to wait till the entire thing's out because I don't want to sit here and have to wait another 3 years for season 3.
well, I know that there's another game that they came out with that actually was like, what was it, Zack's story?
So there's actually several games within the Final Fantasy VII universe. There was a cell phone game, there was a PSP game, and then there was...
Oh god, we don't need to get into the PSP games.
Yeah, and then there was also the, I think, PS2 Dirge of Cerberus, which is where you played as Vincent, and it was like a Devil May Cry shooter.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about recently, there was a Zack-focused game set for the remake universe, wasn't there?
I don't know about that. I do believe Zack's story was in the PSP game.
I think it was called
Yeah, but-
Crisis Core or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to say Crisis Core was the PSP game that they may have re-released on the cell phone. And there's going to be somebody screaming at the screen saying like, it's this guys, it's this guys. I know it is.
No, they did a remake of Crisis Core, and they released it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about, because that's what they converted. They did it with the new graphics that they were using for the remake.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. But, all right, everybody. Thanks for coming and watching. I hope you had a good time. And we will catch you next week. As far as I know, everything's still good to go. And next week, we're going to go over the Xbox showcase, which, according to TCP, has been kicking off pretty hard.
Is next week fine?
Here's hoping.
It is. Do we need to skip next week? Yes, we probably should skip next week.
Yeah, because we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yeah, so
You should try and have a Saturday show.
I mean, we could.
but we'll have to see where we're at because,
Yeah, true.
yeah, like if like the family's cool with it, like we can run off and do the show. But if not, then Friday night.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Can do that.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do it Friday night.
All right. So we'll do a couple. I'm just waiting for my child to run up and try to scare the crap out of me. So yeah, we'll aim for Friday, I guess, and we'll do the Xbox showcase. So that way we're not 2 weeks late on it because it is going on right now.
Okay, yeah, perfect.